What's happening? What's happening? It's your boy Dame Dozha here with my brother
DJ Deceptacon.
And this is another episode of the Word on the Net
podcast.
And y'all know how we do. We always love to have a musical pod. We practically have family on the pod today. We've been trying to get him on the pod for quite some time, but he's kind of a recluse.
Yeah.
And a little
introvert.
bit.
You know what I'm saying? A little introverted.
But if you know the music, then you already know this guy's beats. You've heard his placements. I mean, because he just stands out amongst the pack, and he's the youngest in charge.
For sure.
Uber talented. He's a musical genius, but he's just getting started. I mean, this guy is very young, so the sky's the limit. And I've been watching the development for a very long time, man. And I'm just happy to finally get him on the podcast to learn more about him, and so we could tell the audience how great he is. I'm talking about platinum producer. I'm talking about songwriting. Just a savant overall, man. I want everybody to give a warm welcome to Mr. ZenTachi to the Word of the Net podcast.
Yeah, my boy.
ZenTachi.
Yeah. Zen on the beat.
Definitely. So, welcome to the Word on the Net podcast, Zen. Of course, we've been an acquaintance for quite some time now, but you don't really do too many interviews. So, let the people know who you are, you know, and you know what you go by, and you know all that good stuff.
Okay, well, you know, as a producer, I go mainly by ZenTachi. You can just call me Zen, though. Everybody just calls me Zen. If you know me,
the peace. Let's keep the
Zen,
peace.
man. You feel?
How'd you come up with a name like ZenTachi? Like, it's kind of got like a Asian feel to it.
Yeah, definitely influenced by my love for Japan. You know, I think when I started making music, I wasn't thinking, oh, I have to make a serious name and people have to take me seriously, so I was just going with whatever I wanted to. And I used to be called Bamboo Gaming.
Bamboo Gaming.
I know, it's crazy. But
so you used to game with bamboo?
No, nigga.
That still got an Asian feel to it.
I used to watch a lot of anime. I used to play a lot of Asian games like Silent Hill and shit. Like shit that was just Japanese.
So Silent Hill, okay, it's Konami.
It's
Konami, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
yeah.
a lot of just with a lot of Asian everything. Like, but it was mainly anime that inspired the name ZenTachi though. Even from Itachi from Naruto, and then Zen. I just always liked
ZenTachi.
I just already ZenTachi too. But I always liked the Zen just because of the yin yang sign, and then like on top of that, I wanted my name to have multiple meanings. So I'm like, oh, niggas not gonna peep the meaning and the yin yang and the
make it more mysterious. Okay,
we peep
type of thing. But
so
something simple.
And what do you do?
I produce, songwrite, sing, rap. I do everything now. But when I started, it was mainly producing. But it kind of grew to be everything. Because before even producing, I was making art. I was drawing. I was painting, even for the city. So I've always been into the arts. But now it's music and film.
Hyper creative. And you from DC, right?
And I'm from DC, from the DMV, indeed. We moved out to Atlanta early, so this feels kind of like a second home. But I say DC you just can't, you can't run from where you come from. So DC definitely is my hometown. Okay,
when did you start producing? Because you are, how old are you?
I just turned 19 this year.
19? Goodness gracious.
Just turned 19.
Type of thing. But I mean, I've been producing for 7 years, so I started at maybe 11 or 12.
Producers are not working hard enough out there, okay?
Don't say that, because
I'm just being real.
You got people in the Netherlands, like
they ain't working hard enough. Because they can't. It's hard for them to catch up.
I thought you was at least 24 by now. Like, hey,
like 19.
Yeah, but
nah, crazy.
I've been working in the industry so long, it kind of feels like second nature. Just because when I started, my first year was just making beats, and when I first met Mr. Poe, my sister was already working with him. So I was kind of just soaking up the game and how things went. But I was also learning from a lot of different producers. I think that was probably my first 2 years was the most fun I had collaborating with people. because like I was just learning every time I would see somebody computer. Like funny story, I used to know some guys back when the studio was at Metropolitan. And nigga, when I tell you, every time they came into the studio, I would be like, yo, can I just like take your hard drive real quick? And like they would let me, like consensually, they would let me copy their drums, and then I would go and copy it, and I would just stack up. That's how I started stacking up my sounds. That's why I have 7 to 12 hard drives.
By the way, I've just seen that they have something that you need. You need a server.
I mean, I've been seeing that though.
Right, but they got these servers now that are like super fast that you don't have to have them only through Wi-Fi. You can plug them in with Ethernet, or you can Ethernet plug them. You need the thing, but it's like if you think about how much book bag space. So this guy has like, how many drives you have, bro? Like hard drives, like 4, and they're 4 terabyte drives. But
all 4 or 5
how many of them is?
Like 9 now.
He's got like 9 or 10 of them. But in order for him to access like all of his sounds on his big ass computer that he got, he's got to have them all kind of plugged in at the same time. So it's like at that point, it's
uber annoying.
It's a lot of space, but you can get fast drive. It'll cost you a little bit, but it'll save you so much space, time, and energy.
Well, here's what I've been doing, right? I narrowed down my setup like way crazy because my actual laptop now, like that shit has 4 terabyte hard drives inside of it.
Oh wow!
So I don't need much space on the outside, and I have 2 SSDs that are 5 terabytes.
Right.
So that's all I have now. Just 2 SSDs, my main like Lacey, and that's it. And the rest, I don't use them because I don't want to keep plugging them in, and then they start fucking up.
Right.
And the rest I can just put on Dropbox.
So we just need you one big server at home, just to solidify the legacy. Okay.
Just to have everything here.
Yeah, because this boy got sessions. He be making reference songs for people and things like that too. Now he's editing videos, and I mean it's a lot. It's a lot. The brother does a lot.
Yeah. So you got started at 11 years old.
Yeah.
What was the first thing that you made a beat on? Like,
well, I started making beats on Mac, but this was before FL Studio was really built for Mac, so I had to like, it was just really clunky.
Boot camp.
Yeah, boot camp. Yeah. Yep. Or it was another thing. Like you could basically load up a Windows
wine bottler.
Yeah, wine bottler. Yep. How do you know that?
I know everything, ZenTachi. I know everything. So, I'm the old nerd.
This thing. Okay? So yeah, wine bottler.
Oh god.
You can't catch me, ZenTachi. You can't catch me.
But yeah, so I started making, because my dad was making music, but I didn't really understand that. Like I saw him as a kid, I saw him with keyboards, but I didn't get it until I started myself. And
you was like what, 6th grade?
Yeah, like 6. But the whole reason I started making beats technically was because I was trying to impress somebody at school. So I was this was when I came to Atlanta the first time, and I'm like, yo, I don't got, like, I'm just trying to be a YouTuber, but niggas not taking that seriously. I even had my fucking, I don't know if I still have it, but I even had a hoodie with my fucking YouTube channel name and everything on the back of it. Like, nigga, I was the first streamer, like, actually out here doing
What was your YouTube name?
Yo, my YouTube name was Bamboo Gaming, bro. So on the back of my jacket every day at school, you said you had Bamboo Gaming on the side.
That's lit, though.
So who you was trying to impress, though? It was a little chick at the school?
Yeah, so,
okay.
I mean, I was at school, and we was in a music class. They put me in a little music class, and they was like, yo, whoever had the best beat, da-da-da-da. My crush was in there. So I'm like, okay, bet. I got a week. I'm going to learn how to make beats on my Mac, because I can do the wine bottler shit. I can figure all that shit out. And then I'm going to show it out at school, and then they going to fuck with me, and then I'm going to be cool. And then I'm going to kind of just introduce myself, right? I'm not going to do it first, because if I do it too soon, she going to be like, oh, he's weird. But if I already have the music, he's going to be like, oh, yeah, he cool for sure.
And how did that turn out?
I mean...
Did you get a number?
Look, long story short, like, no hate to y'all, but fuck everybody at that school. But look, thank you though, because look, I wouldn't have started making music, and that would have been a disgrace if I didn't, you know. So
turns down a little bit, Dang.
Yeah, bro.
So you come from a musical family.
Yeah.
That's dad, sister. You have any brothers or anything?
Nah, just me, my 2 sisters, my dad. Damn near everybody in my family has made music. Not everybody is stuck with it, but everybody has made music in the past. I feel like it's bigger than just like, yo, I want to rap, or yo, I want to do something. Like, a lot of my family has stories. So imagine if you kind of learn about your family through their music, because niggas had like a whole life. Like niggas be having lore and shit, and I be really just learning about stuff. But yeah, that made me like, even my grandfather made music and everybody. So yeah.
Yeah, so he's from DC royalty. He's not really saying it like that.
Okay.
But can you explain who your grandfather and your father were making music with and for at the time?
So my grandfather was Joe Tate, and he basically pioneered that kind of sound of what is it, Chuck Brown, and that, well, one Go-Go. Go-Go started with our family because of his music and his contributions to a lot of big artists in that kind of I think 70s, 80s, 70s era of music, and especially in DC, where you had a lot of musicians, but no one was truly making an imprint. So like from his music to actually scoring and stuff, like I'm looking through actual score sheets of his music, listening to his music, arrangements and stuff that he gave to other artists. So he wrote a lot. Like even the song, 21 Savage, a lot samples my father's shit. So,
That's dope.
Like I didn't even realize that until I looked up the sample. I'm like, what the for real? That's us. So that also kind of explains partly why I feel like I'm so heavily influenced by classical music, or not even just classical music, but arranged music. Like music with strings, music with sections.
You like the science. You're a scientist of music. I understand.
Yeah, but it's bigger than that though. Like it's a story to tell, man. So
True.
I get inspired by every facet of music, from scores to songs to noise. Like you can't really stop where I get my influence.
Hey, all music is a form of communication. That's what it was designed for. It's numbers.
You feel? Yeah.
Man, I didn't really know that, man. You that is very impressive. That is historical.
Thank you.
And you don't really even lead with that at all. But you definitely got your blood. It's in your blood. So it's safe to say that music has shaped your childhood. But what can you tell me the first album that you can remember like listening to front to back? Like
The first album I actually listened to front to back was Future Evil and Future and Young Thug's Slime Season 2.
Wow. Those are the first albums you listened to all the way?
Because when I first got my phone, it's like 2016, 2017.
Yeah?
That's when I was learning about modern music. Like before that time, my whole childhood was classical music, because that's all I listened to on the radio.
That's what happened to me
So
too.
imagine you're listening to Future.
But not that. So what year was that for you? How old were you?
2016, 2017. Right?
So you were how old?
Maybe 13.
You were 13 at the time.
Yeah. So like you got to, and then too,
wow,
I'm
crap.
also.
I'm old.
Don't say that.
I'm just saying, bro. I just thought about it. I'm like, man, I'm old. Because I'm thinking back at it. I'm like, damn, that's about the same thing with me or whatnot. I didn't listen to anything hip hop until damn near that age, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was doing all gospel music and classical.
Yeah.
Play upright bass in the orchestra, all that good stuff for a
Yeah.
long time.
Yeah.
And then I think that's what dictates how we look at things musically and sonically. We're more analytic of hip hop because we're looking for a deeper meaning. You know what I mean? And I think some of that's still there for some people. Some of that's lost. And that's why you like more older music, because it's substance there. You know, a lot of stuff now isn't so much substance. That's why you like Dozha.
Yeah, but look though,
She's a man hater though.
What? I mean, okay, yeah, but that's her brand though. Like, let her brand.
Yeah, her brand is man hater.
Like they need that. You know, let them have that. Okay.
Dame likes her.
Word.
I like her music too. I think her music is pretty cool.
Look, man. At the end of the day, I'm just glad that we're in a landscape where any type of artist could blow. Like you may have a hard time until you get there, but any type of artist could blow. Like, nigga, you got motherfuckers, pop stars. Like what was her Chapel Roan, and at first glance you might be like, what am I looking at? But when you look at her music,
a repeat,
huh?
Chapel Roan's a repeat.
I mean, of who though?
Oh dang! I just watched the video on this the other day.
Boy George,
that's one, but it wasn't even Boy George. It was somebody else too. Right after that, after Boy George, but before her, I think it was somebody said Pink. It was either Pink or somebody else, but it was somebody who we were familiar with that was pop right before that. It might have been Gaga.
She kind of Gaga.
It might have been Gaga. It's different lanes that are there. Like you have, even on the guy side of things, you have certain stereotypes as far as the image. You have the loner, you have the American sweetheart, which is like Taylor Swift, American sweetheart. That's her thing. Miley Cyrus, the bad girl, the good girl gone bad, that type of thing. That's Miley Cyrus. You feel me? Okay. And those stereotypes kind of repeat over time.
Yeah, you're right. But I feel like there's still a lot of gaps. Like, I feel like even though Andre's still here, there's not really a lot of repeats, at least on the male side, I would say.
What's the new guy that just dropped the song with Keem Ali? He plays piano and raps at the same time. Dame.
I'm lost on that. I was gonna say Hakeem Ali is a repeat.
He's a repeat, but he's like Sugar Free. If you just want to put somebody in there, but like if you're thinking about Andre 3000 repeats type deal, I like the way. I mean, he might be more of a what's your boy name? Now it's hard to hear a country nigga rap. 5 albums in and I'm still like got bass. Fuck them niggas. Damn, what's the boy name, man?
Are we saying Hakeem Ali?
No, I'm talking about the other song that this guy sounds like. Hold on, I'm gonna pull him up. Continue. I'll pull him up and I'll tell you in a second.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know there's a lot of like archetypes of types of artists, but I don't know. I feel like how many artists though, fill those roles and then make you remember them. Like, I mean, there's probably a bunch of repeats of different types of artists, but not every artist has a certain swag that makes you want to remember them, or they just build a legacy on whatever repeat they're doing. Like, okay, what's an example I can think of? Okay, like what's up?
I just wanted to progress the conversation, but
you're right.
I wanted to ask you, because you said that Slime Season was the first album that you in Evolve was the first album that you listened to front to back. Yeah. Did you purchase those albums?
Dude, this is streaming, nigga.
I mean, yeah, but still.
This is like post CDs. I'm like listening to shit on YouTube.
So have you ever bought a CD? Well, like I said, you've never bought a CD before?
No.
Have you ever purchased?
Old enough.
Have you? No, you can still purchase CDs. Have you ever purchased a vinyl?
With his own money?
You said a vinyl? No. I mean, you know what? No.
So you don't own any music?
No, I do. No, I purchased vinyl, but not a modern artist. Like, I've gone vinyl crate hunting all the time, but I don't purchase. Oh, damn, the new SZA project just came out. I got to grab that.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it has to be anybody in hip-hop or modern.
I bought albums. Like, okay, what's the last vinyls that I bought? I bought, so I bought it was a Fly in the Stone Family. Am I saying it right?
Sly in the Family Stone.
Fly in the Stone.
Sly in the Family Stone.
Sly in the Family Stone.
And you got that.
His record.
You got that for the purpose of sampling?
Not just sampling, but I kind of like having records on. Like, sometimes I've heard the music already, but just having a vinyl version it just gives me a different feeling around the music. So I'll have it on, like, especially when I was at my dad's house. Yo, that nigga has so many records. And then I bought War, not their album. I think I bought a single of theirs. But War has a really good, like, they have a lot of good vinyls too. And I've listened to the music, of course, on streaming. But it's just something about watching it play on the record player. But it's only certain music though. Like, I don't want to hear modern music on a record. Like, I want to feel like I'm time traveling. I don't want to feel like.
Have you gone to see Sinners?
See Sinners?
Sinners, the movie Sinners.
Yeah.
You went to see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bro.
Yeah, I thought that.
Come on,
I'm just saying. The reason I asked is because the whole vinyl and the way music translates.
You seen it?
Yes.
You never seen
Of
Sinners?
course.
Go to the movies.
Don't I have hosts?
This nigga, bro.
Don't I have hosts?
So moving right along.
I'm just saying I can't take no hold to see Sinners. Like, damn.
I just take you to be a very busy person.
I'm busy.
Oh my God.
It was research.
And
it was research.
And we didn't talk about it. Like, I didn't know. Like,
oh yeah, it's research.
You've been getting away. You've been living.
Nah,
you've been living.
What? Living?
We're going to move along and progress the conversation because we don't want to talk about his garden tools.
Oh, yeah. We won't talk about that.
But, okay, so Zen, who's the first person that recognized your beats that your production had potential?
First person potential. It's hard to say because a lot of people said like you could do something, but it was kind of like a low key like, okay. So I used to be with the illustrators, right? And I remember they were the first people who, like, I was just working with them often. So Jay Wise was like, "Yo, bruh, you need to really, you should take this seriously." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah." And mind you, all I would do every day is just make beats and then schoolwork. So I had so much time on my hands, and I would listen to so much hip hop, like, and the shit that's coming out. So it's not like this is old now, but I'm listening to Gunna come out. I'm listening to Lil Baby come out.
Right.
And I'm not used to hip hop, so it feels new to me. But yeah, I was making shit like that all the time.
Man, you gotta say your pops though, man. Your pops had
But
to see
you know
it
what
first,
though?
bro.
He was
I
like,
remember when he pulled me to the side and talked to me about you, bro.
but he's so.
I was looking for that answer, but
I was too.
I'm sorry, bro, but
It's
look,
okay.
He's so gung ho
Good answer,
that like it doesn't matter what, I could be a surgeon and he'll try to find a way to get me in a room, you know?
He's a
So,
music
like,
guy though.
Of course, but like I feel like he's about it when it comes to just pursuing shit. So I feel like he wouldn't change his ways regardless of what I'm doing. Right. But nah, you're right though.
Anybody at school?
Nah, school ain't
No music teacher.
No one else.
You know what? I had a music teacher, but it was more like that I was already doing shit by then. Like I was already I wasn't
lit.
I wasn't doing shit like lit like
He was already surpassing the teacher.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But let's not say that. It was more so just they were talking about it, but I was living it. Like I'm in the studio. I'm always interning. This nigga, bro.
Talk to him.
But yeah, nah,
The prodigy.
I've been always in the studio. I was interning at like 13. So by then I was already kind of, okay, I'm with Jay Wise on the week and we working, and then I'm like doing my interning shit. And I'm like just always not in everybody's faces, but I'm around. So I'm just trying to soak up whatever I can. And that's when I met a lot of people like A1. I met Ink before she moved to LA. And then I met, what's his name? Like his name is like, I forgot his name, but I met a lot of people at 12. And I'll really say I remember 12 at least because I stayed there for so long, and a lot of people that I met there I still know, like writers and people, just everybody in Atlanta, because a lot of people frequented through there. Like that was a big studio.
Hell yeah, Stoney used to be up there. Ink, Javar, Keys, A1.
Yep. Even fucking Bear One Balls, like that was like a random thing that I saw his name pop up recently in the last couple of years, but like I met bro through there too. So like a lot of different people I met through there.
Working. Your boy boss be working.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely. Yeah. So yes, you were a prodigy, and there weren't too many people on your peer level that can actually recognize the greatness that you were already on, but you were pretty much working with industry professionals already.
Shout out to the old niggas. Hey.
Shout out to the
So
yeah. What am I, Unk status now? I think I'm Unk status. I think that's what the list say. I'm Unk status. I'm past OG status. Or am I OG status? I'm past Unk status. Is that what it is?
I don't even.
So you like 13, right?
Yeah.
And you in studios, you interning, you learning like music industry 101 full time, pretty much. How did you balance school and music? Did you graduate?
So I was homeschooled, right? So the thing was with school that because I was homeschooled, they didn't recognize, like, even though technically I was in this grade, I had to do tests and stuff like that so I could prove it to a school system, like a legitimate legislator. So I remember being in and out of school because we would move a lot, and then like sometimes we would move to a place and I would do school, and then the summer would happen, we move again, and now I'm in a new school. So even though I technically I won't say never graduated, because now I'm getting my diploma, but it just was like, it was hard for me to have a real school life. Like I was homeschooled most of my life, so I already kind of was learning about different shit that really actually showed me something, like not just, so here's how you do fractions, here's how you calculate percentages, like, but we were going to museums. We were learning about cultural history. We were learning about cultural patterns in history, learning about communication skills, learning about networking, learning about handling yourself and your emotions, and then just a lot of different shit that I really noticed those skills helped me way more than anything. Like
then just add addition and subtraction and problem solving.
And granted, right, like school ain't bad. I just think that the way that it's kind of handled, and for me in my childhood, it's kind of one of them things where I was labeled as like ADHD or this or ADD or whatever because I didn't like the learning style. Like I hated that we would just sit down and do worksheets all day. And I was like, well, what if we do this? And they saw that kind of as jittery behavior when I'm like, yo, well, what if we get up and like, what if we use like pencils or to add shit? Because I hated, like, you know, my creativity was like, nigga, I don't want to do this shit. Come on, let's do something else. But yeah, after a while, I kind of just, I stuck to homeschooling and doing online school while working because there wasn't really much time me to school, unfortunately.
Especially when you dropping platinum hits. Okay, so you didn't have a high school experience, no prom?
I went to prom, but that was like after I took somebody else to prom. I took people to prom actually. Yeah, but no, yeah, I went to their proms. That was cool.
Okay, no sports?
No, I did sports. As when I was younger, I did football. It's crazy because a nigga was like the fastest on the team, but they were like, you know what? Okay, you jittery for something. You know what I'm saying? You can do something type shit. So
what'd you play? Running back?
I don't. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I played because I don't remember now because I was so young. I was like 9 or 10, but
you still are young.
Yeah, Sam. But like nigga, I was young, like. But nah, I was really on them fields though, because I remember like, nigga, you had niggas that was like, damn near y'all height, and I'm like, y'all want me to that? They're like, yeah, you good, you can figure it out. But okay. We figured it out.
All right, so your dad,
what's up?
The illustrators and a few other folks recognized the potential in your beats and your production.
Mm-hmm.
What was your first placement?
Okay, so my first placement was technically
And how old were you?
Okay, so I think I was 14. My first placement was with, I hope I say his name right, Sampa. Not Sampha, but Sampa, like the rapper.
Mm-hmm.
And it was called For Real, like, down for real, for real. I forgot what the song goes like, but that was my first placement, just industry-wise. Before then, I had placements, but it was the artists were so small that it didn't do a lot of numbers, really. But either way, though, it's still a placement.
And how did that come about? How did you hook up with Sample?
So I kind of had like this run with a production team called 1209, and when I met them at 12 Studios, but no affiliation. But I met them at 12, and it was this dude named 30, and I kind of just showed them my beats. And mind you, one of my friends went in there and said, yo, you should go in there, bro. Because, like, a lot of my friends were like, yo, your beats are hard, bro. You just got to get in front of the right man guy, and you just got to sell yourself, bro. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to just walk in there. Because usually you're not supposed to walk in a room. But, like, I'm going to just walk in there. And I'm going to just
chances.
Be like, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to be like, nah, nigga, listen to my beats. But, like, respectfully, though.
Nah, nigga, respectfully listen to my beats. Like, is crazy.
Nigga, I'm young. So I'm like, you know, me and my flannel shirt, we walk in the room and shit, and I'm playing beats.
And you was in flannel?
Yeah. That was my attire for the
disrespectful.
But nah, they was like, you know what, nigga, you hard. You should come to the studio tomorrow. And when I tell you I went home like so psyched. I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm gonna make 20 beats, and yeah, nigga, I'm gonna get all the placements, and yeah, I'm finna make it. I'm finna be the next one. I'm finna be just like Weezy. Like, nigga, I was hyped. But
you mean Lil Wayne?
No,
the other Weezy,
the producer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. My bad. I'm catching up. Old brain.
Not Weezy F baby.
Old brain.
Weezy out of here.
Weezy out of here. Okay, so Sample was the first placement. So let's go ahead.
What's up?
Let's get a light list of some of your major placements.
Okay.
We got Sample.
Yeah.
We got Roddy Ricch.
Because he's rich.
We got Travis Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Kanye West.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm naming them, but
you okay? Well, yeah, the box I did
for.
with Roddy, and then after that, we did Praise God with Kanye and Baby Keem, and then that led to God's Country with Travis. Hopefully, some more Baby Keem on the way.
Nice.
So that'll kind of be coming down the pipeline, but yeah, I think those.
So after Sample, it was what?
So after Sample, it was Roddy. Like it just went up to that, and then it went to Kanye, because we actually were working with Kanye before Roddy, and then we were supposed to go out to Wyoming, but you know the crazy thing, man, I'ma just vent a little bit. This is my first time taking a flight. I'm 15, and niggas is like, yo, man, we need to get on the flight early. And mind you, like, this is before niggas told me, yo, you should always come 2 hours ahead of time. So I'm like, okay, I don't know how to, like, I don't even know how to navigate an airport. And they like, nigga, where you at? Like, take an Uber. I'm like, nigga, I don't know where to go.
Nigga, I can't order my own Uber.
Like,
I'm 15.
Yo, I'm 15.
You ain't have like no chaperone or nothing?
I mean, I did, but like part of it was also that people, like, at least with the group, they didn't really know how to handle a kid making music. Like, they're used to niggas, right? So they're used to, yo, nigga, where you at? Like, type shit. They're not like, okay, hey, did you let your dad know? Did y'all come early just so you're not, like, they don't know how to handle that, or they didn't, and most people don't. So I didn't know how to ask for help at that time too, because I'm 15, so I'm trying to be grown and shit and do my own shit. But
damn, man,
regardless though, yeah, we still got the placement with Kanye, and that was great when that happened. Definitely a beautiful time. I think it showed me though that my production, even the simplest of it, was still golden, or just was usable. Cause I always thought, damn, why they always like dumbing down my shit? Cause I do more than that, like way more than that. But,
and they only take a part of your beat.
And nah, they only take like, I don't know, like they may take one section of the beat and then the rest be, in my opinion, but this is no hate, but the rest be like normal shit. Like this is normal shit. But it was good to see though, kind of, cause this is before I really learned how to structure and
arrange.
Yeah, and arrange. So I was doing the most. Like, nigga, you heard my beats. And you were being attacked.
You're a mad scientist with the snares.
Yeah.
You are a mad scientist with the snares.
With everything, bro. With everything, though. It was just like, and I remember that time period, though, when I was going through those run placements, was definitely formulated, or not formulated, but formulative, just because I definitely went from like a raw, just producer that had so many ideas, but I didn't know where to put it, to now being able to tastefully put shit. And I think that taste, my taste really elevated. Like, I feel like that was my Kanye era.
When you started getting the placements.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the box.
Wagwan.
Roddy Ricch drops an album.
Mm-hmm.
It goes crazy.
Yes, sir.
The E-R.
Yeah.
The box.
Yeah.
I think it came out January, what was that?
2020, or like it came out like right December 2019.
2019, something like that. Into the new year.
Yeah.
So it was like one of the first things that came out that year, right?
Yeah.
And the box is like what, song number 2 on that thing, or maybe even the first song on that thing.
Yeah.
And it is crazy. It goes ballistic immediately. I remember first time I heard Roddy Ricch, I was like, "Oh, who needs Future?" You know what I'm saying? I got the new young Future, Roddy Ricch.
Bro.
The album was just crazy, right?
Yeah.
But the beat on the box was a phenomenon. It was a game changer in a few different ways.
Why you say?
Do you know this? You know this, right? You know that beat changed things.
I mean, okay, so look, like, a lot of people after that beat was like, what the fuck? Reverse what? Like, how did you? And yeah, I mean, the reverse 808 isn't a reverse 808 actually.
You got there before I got there now.
Sorry.
So okay, so
Sorry.
you got the E art, you got Roddy Ricch, rising star, but in this beat, there's this sound that we know of now as the reverse 808.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you had many people emulating or trying to copy what it was.
Yeah.
And I've seen it talked about by 30 Rock them lightly because it was early then and nobody didn't really want to kind of spill the beans
the sauce type shit.
and give up the sauce and then let it be known that it's really a 15-year-old kid. Don't mind me calling you a kid, but 15-year-old kid that it came from. You came from a 15-year-old brain. So break that down, making that beat, and who did you collab with, and how did that process go?
So with that beat, it was kind of like, for that, it was kind of like, that wasn't my hands, but it was my influence, because at the time, me and the group, we were all kind of making beats back and forth. So it would be days where I'm there, days where I'm not. But during that time was a lot of experimentation, and it was definitely a lot of just me trying shit and then them trying stuff and then we'd all try stuff. And I think I don't want to like be like, yes, I am the sole influence, I am the originator, I'm the source. But there was a lot of creativity.
I am the oracle.
Right, like I am Iron Man type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, like a lot of that came from that time period, and it sucks now that I don't see anybody kind of progressing the sound. Cause for me, like when that came out, I'm like, okay, yeah, if niggas fuck with this, oh, I can't wait for them to actually see the shit that I can do, like actually. Cause for me at least, like that was easy, like that was simple as fuck, right? And of course, people gonna be like, but yeah, you know, simple is best. Yeah, shut up. But I just, cause that was also my sound too. Nigga. That was also my sound too, the 808 itself. And I remember, really gonna do it? I remember like that whole time period, I was just excited because I thought that music would finally catch up to my speed and like be complex. It don't have to be so complex, like you can't listen to nothing, but just different 808 patterns and different stuff. But what happened was niggas copied it for like 6 months and then went back to what they was doing. Which is great for me, because perfect. I could still pop out like 3 years later and niggas will still be like, what the fuck is that? But it just sucked though, because I definitely didn't hear a lot of experimentation from producers the way that I wished it would. But,
subgenres, my friend, subgenres.
I mean, there's subgenres. But
no, I'm saying that's the argument. I said that just to trigger Dame, honestly. It's a subgenre thing. I feel like what's needed in hip hop to stop a lot of the competitive banter and structural banter is to create subgenres, because that's what they do for other genres of music. Yeah. Trap and like this, they call it raunchy rap, is actually the title of the playlist on Tidal, for instance. Okay. That's what this Wham Whammy and all of that stuff is. That's what that's called. It's called raunchy rap. Now, if you thought about that, you wouldn't listen to raunchy rap trying to hear something complex and melodic. You would accept raunchy rap for what it is, the best of raunchy rap. But you wouldn't be so much in a debate of that's not hip hop, because it's not trying to be. You feel me? Now, hip hop is a culture, of course, but as all cultures do, they transform. You know what I'm saying? If you went back in time 70, 80 years, somebody's saying that some of the stuff that's going on now in the news of different people, the multiple genders and all of that stuff would be a thing of the past. That would I mean, not a thing of the past, it'd be something brand new. Yeah. They would look at you like you're crazy. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah. And that's culture evolving. Hip hop evolves.
I think like, I feel like for me, my favorite subgenre, because I think there already is a lot of subgenres, it's just not as I guess as organized, or publicized, because for me, when I was doing a lot of that, like my subgenre of music that I personally liked the most was kind of this psychedelic rap that was going on with like Don Toliver and Travis Scott, and a lot of where weird stuff is the norm. But I just wanted them to get weirder. So like I would always make stuff for them, for Kanye, for the people who really wanted to push the music. Because I get it, right? Like certain artists, that's not what they're there for in that way, even if they're progressing. So I can't be mad at that. But at that time, though, I was like, nah, I'm gonna work with Kanye, and then I'm gonna work with Travis, and then I'm gonna work with Don Toliver, and then like everybody's gonna hear my sound, and then they're finally gonna see what I hear in my head with these artists, and then the whole world is gonna change, and oh my god,
and then we're gonna be on Mars and Jupiter and Saturn with the beats.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna be with Elon Musk making beats. I'm telling you, type shit. So
I love the way your brain works. I just want to interject on the subgenre topic. Yeah, I'm not necessarily triggered, and it's not that I'm against subgenres. I'm against allowing people that are not from the culture to categorize what the culture is.
I get that too.
Yeah. And so I think that some of these genres and some of these fads are being labeled by people who are not really of the culture, so they don't quite understand it as much as they may write about it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of my gripe.
Well, where does the music lie then? Like, if you have something like raunchy rap, how do you celebrate what it is and its own accomplishments without downing it? Because you can't put it in the same category.
Is there raunchy R&B?
Yes.
Like what?
Sexy little bitch, sexy little hoe, love the way you walk, love the way you talk. Throat baby.
Throat baby is not R&B.
It's R&B. Wet.
No.
R&B too.
Jacquees,
all of his songs, basically.
No, there.
When we fuck, that's actually in that playlist.
That's just R&B.
That's raunchy R&B.
But they don't have a raunchy R&B.
When we fuck is a raunchy R&B song. Classical R&B is Teddy Pendergrass. Even when you come down to now, some of R. Kelly's songs would be categorized as raunchy R&B if that was the case.
There is no category raunchy R&B.
There's not one until you
now.
There's no EDM until you create it. There's no category of EDM until you create it. There's techno. You have techno. Oh, what is that? Techno music? That's what everybody continuously said until somebody said, no, this is not techno. This is a different genre. It's electronic drum or EDM, whatever it is.
In the R&B genre, there has been candy liquor. You're basically
candy liquor, but not pussy liquor.
Yeah, it was.
No, that's innuendo. That's that's called an innuendo.
No, but it was. There were songs that were like that. That's all I'm saying.
Name one.
I don't know the name of the song.
I'm saying, don't name the song, but like, give me a lyric. I'm not trying to box you in like that.
Marvin Seas makes music that you would consider raunchy, but it was just R&B.
I'll give you one that's from back in the day but see, that's something that's called ahead of its time. You see what I'm saying?
It's just what it is.
Raunchy rap or EDM was ahead of its time. It was something that was unique and experimental during the time when they did not have a genre. You see what I'm saying? There was techno, there was rock. You know what I'm saying? There was no R&B. There was disco, techno, and
R&B was like
I don't even think they
blues.
had trance then.
Raunchy blues is R&B basically.
Okay. It's basically that, but until you make a category for it, it's in the mix. It's a mix between. I'm just saying. I'm literally using apples and apples. If you have EDM, and EDM was not a thing until it was.
Why are we talking about EDM though?
Because I'm explaining it's nomenclature. What the debate about is nomenclature. I said raunchy rap should be as an example should be its own category, right, in its own genre. You're like, why? Why are they trying to, whatever, people from outside the culture trying to name our culture and change what our culture is? Yeah. What I'm saying is it's a music thing. It's not a culture thing. Even our music, hip hop is a part of the culture of music. Yeah. Music is older than any genre. It transcends that. It's a thing. It's communication, like what we talked about.
Well, let me interject here too. There was a debate, or not even a debate, but just kind of like I've seen more people.
Trap soul is new too. That's a new category.
Yeah,
trap soul is only like 10 years old.
But see, Bryson, he actually coined that after a while. Like
right, yeah, he. I would give him the credit for coining the name of the genre, just like EDM. There's somebody who's accredited for coining the term EDM.
I get both of y'all.
Jazz. Somebody called jazz. But before that, it was what? Blues and whatever else, right?
Yeah. So look, I get both of y'all, right? But I think there's kind of examples of how both can go wrong. Like for instance, how for his example with people kind of naming culture, for the longest time, people didn't consider psychedelic soul a thing. Mm-hmm. Even though you had people like Isaac Hayes and you had Sly and the Family Stone and people who were making these psychedelic soul records, they didn't consider them the same thing as like psychedelic rock, which was a more established genre. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people didn't give them the credibility. They just put it all under soul. Mm-hmm. So they felt out of place in this larger genre of just soul. But also you had a lot of people who...
How long did that last?
Oh, that lasted...
When did psychedelic soul become an actual thing?
It may not have became an actual thing until like the 2000s. Like
but you get what I'm saying.
It was an actual thing in the 70s.
Even the name, though, I'm just
talking
saying...
about the name. He's talking about the name. When they coined the term psychedelic soul.
That was in the 70s.
Okay, but what he's saying is they had to fight for that.
But that was funk.
Okay. You're giving me another name. Just another name.
But that so.
But then if I'm looking at funk and I'm like, but I really like this specific sound.
My boy Poe is here. This is one of the inspirations for you boys ZenTachi, man. Say what's up to the people.
What's up to the people?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hello, people. How y'all doing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, real DC in the building. You feel me?
I was coming through showing people what's going on. I didn't know I was done.
Nah, no big deal. That was Poe. For everybody when he was talking about Poe, that was Poe. That was Mr. Poe.
Indeed.
Yeah. Okay. OG. Sorry, but when you was talking about funk.
So that is a genre of R&B. I will accept that. But what
came
saying
first,
is
funk or R&B?
I
R&B.
think rhythm and blues.
The name. Okay, rhythm and blues.
Yeah, because people had blues and then it just
Okay,
R&B.
so R&B, and then from R&B came the subgenre of
Funk.
There you go. Okay, cool.
Soul.
I mean, so look,
trap soul.
I think
all of those are subgenres, but they're now, after a amount of time, they're recognized as a genre.
But
you know what?
A subgenre. They're
from
recognized.
someone in the culture, though.
But here's look.
And a lot of the other things,
He just named a time when it wasn't.
It's kind of crossed.
So look, here's a good example of what you're saying as well, because I kind of feel like I'm siding with you a lot because I get it that I personally think we do need to have subgenres so that people can understand what they truly like, so that they don't put their projections onto music that isn't for them. But also, I think that there have been times, like for instance, where a lot of and this is usually from people outside the culture, like a lot of maybe not white, but just people who don't really understand African American people as a people. Right. So when they see our music and they see like NWA versus a gangster rapper and they put them both in the same thing, even though I feel like they're different artists or just maybe have a different sound.
Gangster rap is a subgenre.
It's a subgenre, but a lot of people can misconstrue what that means.
Right.
So
their interpretation of what the subgenre is what the problem can be from culture to culture.
But a lot of people's
just like some people, everybody call some songs are called narco rap, when in reality they're reggaeton, or some songs are reggaeton and people call them narco rap, not knowing the difference.
This is the issue with like a lot of big publications like the Grammys. A lot of them don't know how to properly appropriate artists
until it's petitioned for.
Yeah,
that's my whole point. If we don't start that ourselves, like you say it's got to be somebody from the culture. I'm not from the culture. I feel like I've put in my 15, 20 years. I feel like I'm from the culture. So if I'm saying, but I am saying that if these songs can't get their just due and their appreciation from an artistic standpoint because they don't fit in the bubble that other people want it to fit in, what's wrong with them making their own bubble? Just like mumble rap. Mumble rap was coined not by an outsider, but by insiders.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but it was
that was derogatory.
It was a derogatory. You know what I'm
so
saying?
there is shit like
that's what I'm saying.
Fuck.
That's what I'm saying though. Like,
but they didn't care.
A good example of that though is SoundCloud era music, where the actual artists started coining that as their instead of mumble rap. And then that became what we call it now, which sounds better than like, nah, nigga, I was a mumble rapper. But like,
what is it called now? What is the more appropriate term?
Because all of that new music came from SoundCloud, so it's like it appropriates how the time started.
Deceptacon would have an issue with calling it, if that's what it's going to be called, fine. I'd have an issue because you're including the name of a corporation that's owned by white men into it.
Okay.
If you want to be all political about it, you feel me?
I don't think there's
outside the culture.
I think what I'm saying though is I get that both have validity.
I think freedom of speech. I think you should be able to do it. I think acceptance is the point.
Okay.
So if what we want to do as black people is to excel in music, right? Things that hold us back, Grammys, for instance, stuff that Kanye and them have been preaching against for years. Yeah. Why do we care? That's understandable. My point is that it's the same point that Kanye and a lot of these other people are saying, like, hey, these people who are outside of the culture are telling us what's the best from our culture.
Right.
And instead of us making our own lane and having our own awards that we feel are just as good or as big as those awards, and we value them, and we make our own genres and subgenres for awards, because we would make, if we had our own Grammys, if we had Black Grammys.
We do.
What is it called?
Soul Chain Music Awards, BET Awards.
BET Awards don't count. There was, again, I just said, what was the criteria for the start of it? The criteria for the start of it was who makes it. This is your criteria. You said it's got to be from the culture.
And that's what BET Awards was.
Okay. So we did that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm feeling the tone that you feel like it wasn't. That's like BT is not of the culture.
I think just
it's appropriation of the culture.
It's owned by Viacom now, but BT was started.
But that's also
by
like
a black
okay.
man.
That's also like what Tyler Perry, right?
Until he sold it.
I feel like that's somebody who's,
and the BT Awards was already going. It was a music channel, and you know what I'm saying they had
is BET ours? Yes or no? culturally.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just saying the same people who are preaching about it, stuff not being of the culture, have came down on BET Awards.
I don't think so.
They have multiple different times. Yeah. The same thing of who owns it always comes up.
Nah, but when the BET Awards comes around, it's time for our voice, our celebration, as well as the Soul Chain Music Awards, as well as the Source Awards. It was just quite a few at one point.
Okay.
And then it dwindled down. I don't really even, as far as the Grammys is the Super Bowl of music, no matter who is presented it. The problem is usually, again, when they misunderstand what moves the culture, and
so let's give them genres and
categorized.
Celebrate our genres. That's what I mean. Let's give these.
But some of the
don't
genres,
just say that song's not hip hop and da 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 da, and that's
some of
it.
the genres are, like he said, derogatory, or they just
give them a better name,
or they just are. I feel like they are just labels of given from someone that didn't understand. So, like, if I was just look at what he got on right now, and I'd just be like, "Oh, you got on hobo gear."
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nah, this is alternative core, bro.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
and as soon as he tells you now, once he said that, what you doing?
I didn't understand the code. What I'm saying, I don't understand.
And
I just gave it a derogatory, and no offense.
You can sure.
I just gave it a derogatory.
I'm with you.
To throw on top of what I've seen as fashion.
Okay, and then he corrected you, and then you did what?
What?
Did you not accept his? Are you still going to call it hobo gear after he corrects you on what it is?
I didn't think it was hobo gear anyway.
I'm just saying. I'm using your example, bro. I'm not calling his. Are you saying street? Let's just call it streetwear. Are you still going to call it streetwear after he tells you no? It's alternative. What do you call it?
Alternative core.
Alternative core.
No.
Are you going to use the proper term now?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I'm asking about as far as genres.
I feel like
that's all I'm asking.
Thing, bro.
If this person, instead of saying this person, man, that ain't rap, man, that ain't hip hop. Instead of saying that, I feel like everything can have its lane. There's so much young people who's making this like screamo type of music for rap, and they needed I just heard the name of the genre the other day.
You got screamo.
It's like rapcore or something like that.
Rock.
Rap rock, but rap rock is a different subgenre. That's one thing. But I'm saying that needs to be instilled ingrained into the culture.
Yeah.
Rap rock needs to be a category by itself that is celebrated. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. I don't want to exclude our people from what we doing. At least if we're gonna be on some racist stuff, let's exclude other people if we're gonna do that.
No, but you know what,
our
though?
people,
I'm
nah. Come on now.
I don't really.
But you know
think
what though? I think we do need, at least for me, like at least for the stuff that I do, I feel like I personally find it really important for having a name for my genre, because there is really no, like, the closest that I could really call my music that I make from, like, personally as an artist is maybe alternative R&B, and that's maybe because I really call my music surrealism R&B, like, or surrealism music.
I think
period.
that should be you are making enough of it to where I feel like that should be a genre. And I know other people who make something similar.
Yeah.
Or something that would be considered that if that had its own parameters.
Right. So like
house music versus
like melodic bass.
Yeah, like
but
it's
look,
a difference.
EDM is,
if you're not of the culture, you don't know, because I can't tell the difference between house and techno.
Yeah.
Just off of just hearing it outside of the names of the artists. When I see the names of the artists, like, oh, okay, DJ Waffles. All right, okay. He does this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay,
like
this
a Burial
Lazy Luke. Okay, he does this. All right, cool. Yeah, so now I know that that's in that genre.
Yeah.
But there are genre heads who really know, like, okay, house music is this.
Yeah.
Chicago house is this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What's the other house? You got Chicago house, and you got
UK
house,
UK garage, UK house,
UK garage. Like, all these are genres, man. What's wrong with them? You know what I'm saying? Let's have them as genres. Let's celebrate the music for what it is. Give each thing its flowers, and if they need their own award show, let's do it.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
I've simply just was reiterating that it's not the genres that I don't respect. I don't respect where the origin of these genres and these titles come from.
I think that's where we need to have more power as a collective, because a lot of the times the publications that represent us the most aren't representing us. They're just representing their appropriation of what the culture looks like.
Like when they look at Bryson Tiller, they just say rapper.
What?
Who's
Who? Who says that?
Who's they?
They just
Who's they?
the internet,
okay.
If anything, he'd be R&B. He
R&B,
would definitely
bro.
would never be considered rap.
Trap soul,
I'm saying
R&B.
They don't matter. Whoever they is that said
I'm
that
saying
don't matter.
that when they label and let's just say a rock star or just a musician that's urban,
Yeah.
it's automatically just rapper.
Now I can say this for
Jacquees has been called a rapper.
Remember, Tyler the Creator had got a Grammy for Igor, but they put it under, I think, rap when Igor was a pop album. That's like a good example of niggas is misappropriating music from a black artist.
Absolutely.
But I don't think that means that the genre is bad. It's more so that the people that are the head at these places or publications, they don't do enough research.
Now here's my question: what did he when he registered? Is Tyler signed?
Yeah.
Okay, there's the problem.
It was registered.
It's not that
as
it's a problem, but there's the problem
But
because
this is what I'm saying.
Singer and rapper though. It's saying both.
Singer,
though.
songwriter,
and rapper. That's the third thing in that list. He does all three of those.
Yeah,
that
bro.
doesn't sound like that's inappropriate.
I think it is.
What would
What
you
is
call
his
him instead?
genre? No, what's the very next line says known for his trap soul style that blends trap with an alternative R&B. So that's his new genre he created was trap soul, which is a blend of the genres trap and alternative R&B.
And again,
that's a definition. That's exactly what I'm asking for.
We could say
That's what I want.
We could say that James Brown rapped every now and then, but James Brown was not a rapper.
Rap wasn't coined yet.
It actually was.
Okay, so who came out first, James Brown or Curtis Blow?
James Brown, but rap.
Okay.
But there was already rap. There was already rap before.
There was scat before that. There's different names for different stuff. If you're gonna just blend them, then just blend them all. If that's the case, but the diversity of it is what makes it unique and interesting.
Okay,
it's like people are making it bland by doing that, by just calling anything that has rap in it rap is doing that. Anything that has singing in it ain't country.
Yeah.
It take a country song to be country. You got to add
country.
Country has
to go
to
straight to this country when you said singing though.
I'm just saying, country singers sing, R&B singers sing, pop singers sing.
Country
They
singers
all
can also
sing.
rap.
I listen to what I'm saying. All of those different genres have singers.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But they're all called different things. Everything that has rap in it ain't a rap song, so it shouldn't be categorized as such.
And that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so where does the whole thing of that's not rap or that's not hip hop come from then? Like when people say that, why do they say that then?
Because again, when they box our genre and our category of music, it's R&B, hip hop, and so then they'll say best R&B hip hop song or best R&B hip hop duo. And that's clearly two different genres. So then you'll box in Outkast, Jodeci, Boys to Men or some shit in one category, and it doesn't belong that way.
On whose show?
MTV.
Exactly. Do our own shows with our own celebrated genres. The House Awards have the House Awards. They have best UK house song, best Chicago house song.
It's getting better.
Best alternative house song.
For a very long time.
You know what I'm saying? Don't they do that? Don't they have their own shows? Okay. So if you got to have the YN Awards, let's have the YN Awards. You feel me? I'm with it. Come on. Who wants to do the YN Awards with your boy? Please let me know. I think that'll be fire.
That's crazy.
That'll be fire though.
Who will be up this year?
For the YN Awards this year?
Rose
Naughty will be one of them. She'll be female with her, Pluto and them. Hey, look, Bunna B. They'll all be in the female YN category.
Female
I give them, you know what I'm saying? The YN rap. I think twerk music as a whole is a genre. I think that would be in the YN Awards. Best twerk song. I think what
about best drill song?
Best drill song would definitely be in. It'll be in there, bro. Best drill UK and best drill Chicago.
There we go.
And best drill Atlanta.
You know
Oh,
what,
New
Atlanta
York
drill
too. I might.
Yeah.
We might have to combine them just so that way we could just have that as a national thing. We might have to combine it and just call it drill.
So would you
But-
have them all come and perform and shit, or would you have it?
Yeah.
But what if they like? What if this? Who? What if they got ops?
You gotta
and
have
shit?
security. You gotta have security. Hey, look, Puffy ain't got there. What colors at the DT Awards together? You
This
feel me? You
nigga,
gotta
bro.
answer. Hey, you know, some people got beat up by Busta Rhymes backstage. You know what I'm saying? I think that happened. I can't remember if that was who
That's
it was,
crazy.
but you know what I'm saying? That stuff happens. That's award shows, baby.
I don't know how we got to this.
Again,
point.
I'm just gonna
Sorry,
progress.
we was talking about music.
It's
Hey,
not-
look, that's how I go.
It's not. We was talking about the box, and then
yeah.
we started
Did we even
talking
get to
outside
anything?
of the box.
Did we even get to after that or no? I don't know.
No, we started
Yes,
going
you did.
outside
You did like
of the
five. You
box.
named like 5 things.
Okay.
You got the Gucci. I think you stopped.
Gucci.
I don't even think I said that.
Oh, he didn't say Gucci.
No,
yet.
I didn't say. Oh,
Sorry,
yeah, I
Gucci
did.
man.
Yeah, Gucci as well. See, I don't even know where we were in that. But,
Okay, so you start from the beginning. You had Samba, then you had
So I had Sampa, then I had
Sampa.
Gucci after that. I actually had CEO Flow and the one with Winter Miller, Win, Lose, or Draw. Then I had the box, then Kanye, then Travis and Baby Keem. Or then Kanye, Baby Keem, then Travis. And now
you have a
Baby
Meek
Keem.
one too.
Meek?
You had a
No.
Meek. Okay, no.
I want to go back to the box, right? So then there's this reverse 808. We spoke about how the sound kind of took a turn, but then it kind of just went back to normal, I would say.
Yeah.
But the success of Roddy Ricch and the box, and the fact that there was a team of producers that produced this record, right? But how did it feel to watch the success of that record, but it not directly point to you?
That's a great question. I think the main thing that I kind of realized was that as much as I put my faith in my work and my work ethic, I kind of realized that sometimes I have to be more selfish. Because I kind of realized, like, over that course of me working with them in the producer group, like, man, I was doing everything. Double night shifts at the studio till 4 a.m. Niggas go to the club. I'm still making beats. Like, niggas left, and I still got the laptop open. And then, you know, mind you, I'm 14, 15. My dad and my sisters asking me, yo, are you going to be home for school tomorrow? I'm like, school? So, like, I was doing a lot. And then I was doing, because it was a group and I was trying to bring the group together, I remember making drums. That's where that sound came from, is the fact that I made drums based on every member of the group, with 200 sounds in each of them. So, and I would stay up in sound design all night, and then I would go the next morning, I would make 10 beats with that, and then I would send it off, and then I would go to school, then I'd be looking at what new artists, like who was on the list, and then I'd go back to the house, produce, then go to the studio with them and produce, and that was just repeat all day, every day, to the point where, man, I didn't really have a childhood. Like, most of my time was spent working. You know, I don't really even remember the last time in my childhood I went on a date or just like went to the movies.
Just hang out at the mall.
Yeah, nah. Whenever I would hang out, it would be me in the woods because I had a treehouse set up where I would make beats, and there was a lake in front of it, and I would just go there and make beats whenever I wanted to be up by myself. But it wasn't depressing, but it was a little isolating just because a lot of my time was spent working, like, by myself and researching and just because I wanted to know, or I wanted to think that all of this work would allow me the freedom later, or when I get a little older, to finally be able to live my life unapologetically, like not feel like I'm wasting time or people would like me more. Like, when I was a lot younger, I didn't feel like I was valued like that. Like, you know.
Have you reached that?
Yeah. I mean, I can't really shit off that workaholic mentality. Like, it's really hard to, man. But I think I'm a lot more in peace now. I think when I was younger, I had such an urgent mindset because I felt like my value stemmed on if I can produce, like, not just produce music, but produce results. If I could produce an outcome, if I can get to a certain artist, because everything else in my life was like stagnant. Like, I wasn't having friends and they were asking me to go hang out. It was, yo, we need beats. That was all my phone calls, you know, and like, yeah, like
Send beats.
send beats, bro, send beats. I just need a 10-pack. Like at 12 o'clock at night, I'm like sleeping. I'm like, okay, all right, type shit. So I'm getting up and just making music at 12 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m. like no sleep. I'll sleep in the daytime type shit. Yeah, man. I think it made me want to bring my success home to me. Like, okay, if I get another placement or if I get, not even if, because it's going to be a win. It's just sometimes it takes time for people to see your value, even if you put it at the forefront of your own work. But I just know, like, by the time that I get to where I truly want to be, I'll be ready for it because I'm putting in so much work. Like, it's not just, oh, I'm making really good beats now and I'm really confident. Like, no, I'm pushing myself to do everything, like everything that's uncomfortable. Rap, perform, go outside and network, and be in places I'd not say I hate being at, but I'm like really uncomfortable in. Like going to the club, and when I was in Peru, I was in a strip club, and like just witnessing how people enjoy their music. Cause boy, that club was, nigga, the speakers were so loud.
In Peru?
Yeah, like reggaeton in Peru. Oh my God, that shit.
Why were you in Peru?
Oh, I just we have family out there, or I have family out there. So I went to Peru like 3 or 4 months ago, and that's where I got my flute now that I use for some of my songs. But I went out there just because I had a wedding with one of my cousins. But being out there and going to Cusco and then being in Lima and then like just experiencing other cultures and even having family in that side of the family now, extended family that do music as well. It made me want to embrace more culture. Like that's why I even started making music in Spanish and learning another language, because I thought that would expand my reach as far as what I can say.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah.
Mad scientist ZenTachi.
Something like that.
All right, I want to
What's up?
I want to learn more about you.
What?
So I'm going to ask you a couple of tough questions. Is there a time that you had someone pass over your beat and then it went to someone else and it became a hit? Well, not necessarily like a hit, but
like
it worked. Like I didn't like the beat, but then I played it for such and such and they loved it and then they made something from it.
I mean, okay, I won't say like hit type of thing, but there has been a lot of placements where I won't say I make simple stuff, but of course, sometimes my simple stuff is like, oh, it's cool. But they'll be like, nah, this is good, bro. Let me rock with this. And then another placement. So
can you tell me the beat or the artist that happened? Could you share that?
I mean, the only biggest example would probably be maybe Gucci. I think that beat that I sent over. No, but that was a good beat. It was cool. I'm
not saying that the beat is whack. It's just it was passed over by somebody, and then somebody else.
I don't think I've ever had an experience where I knew that it was passed over. Like it would have went down a pipeline where I would have saw the outcome of, okay, he said he got this beat first, but then Gucci did this with it. It wasn't like a room thing where, oh, he passed on it one time when I played it to him, and then
got you.
I had to play for somebody else for them to get it. Like,
I mean, that should be a normal process, though. Shouldn't it? Like, people load up beats and they got to go through a couple of them before they grab them.
But look, I think I have had an experience where people have passed up on beats that I've turned, like, well, at least this is a recent thing, but I have so many productions that I gave people because I wanted them to do it justice, and they're like, I don't get it, and then I turned it into a song. Almost not even out of spite, but just like, I know that this can be a song. Like, I know that this can be a thing.
Right.
So those are the most experiences I've ever had. It's really like catalogs of work that I've sent people over the years. And when I'm coming back to it, I'm like, they really didn't get this? And then I make a song to it myself. And I'm like, yeah, I knew what I was doing then. Like, I knew what I was doing. Like,
and you know how to fit the pockets that beat, was asking for.
Yeah, I think, man, like, I know my taste is so many miles and years ahead of my execution, but that gives me so much progression or hope because of the fact that I feel like I listen to so much music, so many influences are kind of just floating around my head. Like, even what you just sent me, I may go and listen to that on the way home just because I actually like absorbing shit. Like, I remember I was listening.
So why don't you search it out?
It's just because just to ask. I'm protective of my energy sometimes, and I know that I can compare myself. Like if I see something working for an artist and I'm like, damn, why am I not getting success like that or da 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 da. It's not that I'm downing them, but I notice that sometimes I can get self-conscious about, it's like producers, like sometimes I can get self-conscious even if I think my stuff is just as good, because I'm like, well, what am I not doing? And I get really like self-reflective, but sometimes it's self-critical. Like you start hating that you're so complicated because you just want your shit to go. But nah, I'm doing my research, bro.
It's confidence in the fact of needing reassurance.
Yeah.
One thing I can say is that somebody taught me this a long time ago when I was learning different techniques and different mix patterns, blend patterns, mic check patterns and things like that. No matter how much stuff you absorb, you can't ever replicate it exactly. It's going to be different because it's you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, and with you having that naturally complex thought process, I think you should probably do it a lot more, because I think you'll get inspiration from certain things, and you'll also see where some of your songs that you've already made might place in the tapestry of what we call hip hop.
Yeah. Well, look, like even piggybacking off what you just said, at least recently, now that I've gotten really into songwriting and being able to finish the song, like not just have the beat and wait for a song to get made, but finishing it all the way through, that's where my influences really started to kind of avalanche now. Like it'll be, I'll wake up and I'll be thinking about 2010 trap soul and then 2012 R&B on top of like alternative R&B, like James Blake shit, and they'll have all be in my brain at the same time, and then it'll make me think, well, what if I did that? And then I'll go and do it.
That's what it's there for.
And, you know,
remember we done had our talks where I done pulled up in the studio and told, what was it I had you pull up? It was something I came in the room, you was making some shit, and I was just like, I say, oh, that sounds like this, and he was like, what does that sound like? And I was like this, you ain't never heard of these songs? And I started pulling up songs on YouTube.
Oh yeah, nah. There was a couple of times you did that, like when you introduced me to Lupe Fiasco and the fucking Food and Liquor shit. I was like, okay, yeah, this is nice. And then because I think I was in that era of trying to make shit like that, and a couple other artists too, but like I just noticed all of those influences.
It was Ashanti. I think it was like Ashanti and Nelly, all that stuff. It was like all that stuff during that. What was that era? I had you look up a certain era of music. I think it was just 2000s. It was like 2000s R&B, hip hop and R&B.
Hip hop and R&B.
I think is what I had him do. So he was listening to like Dilemma and Kelly Rowland and some of the Beyonce, Destiny's Child shit. Yeah. Some of that stuff that he just wasn't old enough to know about. You feel me?
Yeah.
But it was like, I was like, yo, no, there was some dope music that doesn't get celebrated because it was so fast.
Yeah, because
you know what I'm saying?
Era came.
Yeah, the era came. Oh, I remember what happened. It was a sampler thing. It was like you played a sample and you was like, yeah, I know about this song. Yeah. And I was like, oh, nah, they resampled that like 5 times. And then I played like 3 of the different samples.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And that's how we kind of got into the 90s. Yeah, but that shit's cool. That was one interesting thing. It's just you got a lot of catching up to do.
But that's what I think is so good about it. It's like, because I'm catching up with new ears and a mind that can take the influence and do something with it. Like I don't feel like I'm late to the party. Even listening to Michael late.
You're just young.
Like, but it's I think it's a good thing, at least for me, because it kind of, it means that everything is fresh. It's not so ingrained in my childhood that I'm biased towards it or against it.
I'm jealous because there's no way for you to ever truly catch up because of the era that you were born in. Like there's like, it's hard for me already. Yeah. And I'm a DJ. This is like literally what I do is scour for music.
Yeah.
And it's like I can barely keep up now. So like for you, you got an unlimited amount of songs that you can listen to because you'll never run out.
And there was a time where they were like, these were the albums of this year. Yeah. And these were the albums of the next year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, we're still listening to the albums of 5 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. But now it's like the albums from 5 years ago, what are they? I don't even know.
Look, I just found out that Cardo and Larry June made a couple of albums.
Yo,
I didn't know that. Look, I had no idea. Now I've been bumping it for the past 2 weeks. Okay. I'm just like, one of the artists that I really like did a song with the producer that I just wished he would do one with. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, yo, if he ever does a song with him, that would be so dope. Yeah. Then he did one song and that was all I had. And now then they got albums that I missed because those came out when the albums came out, 2022.
Yeah, maybe 22, 23. They came
What?
out a minute ago.
The new Wiz Khalifa joint. You seen the new what's it called? Not Mesmerized. Cushion Orange Juice. He did a remake. He did a Cushion Orange Juice 2.
I didn't know that.
Have you heard Cushion Orange Juice 1?
No. I mean,
All right, move around. Oh my
I
god!
gotta put my boy on, man. I gotta put my boy on, man.
This happens
Bro.
every time we
Yo,
have a conversation.
Yeah, every time. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro. It just hey, look, I don't get to see my brother enough, so sometimes we nerd out.
Influences. Can you give me
farther from the table?
5
I'm scaring my boy
artists
off.
My bad.
that you can say? Let's just give me 5 for your favorite artists, any genre.
Dude, that's so hard. But okay, 5 of my favorite genres.
No, favorite artist, any genre.
Any genre.
Group, female, male.
So
any genre.
I like so much shit. But right now, I think Prince, I'm having a way more appreciative love for him. At first, I feel like it was hard for me to enjoy his production, but now I feel like I get it. Like even his Ballad of Dorothy Parker, even that side in that era, now I get it more. So Prince, MJ has always been a favorite of mine, but that's just because he's so expressive. So like I like expressive performers. Like who's another example? I know this is a random kind of pivot, but Trey Songz is actually a really expressive performer.
Okay, 3.
Whoa! I didn't say he's a favorite artist though.
Okay.
So look, let me put you down though. Prince, MJ, Frank Ocean, Debussy. I don't know how you say his name, but he's a composer. He makes like impression.
Is that what it is?
No, Debussy. He's like an impressionistic.
Debussy.
What does it start with, a D or a T?
D.
Debussy.
Yeah, he makes impressionistic music or impressionist classical music.
Okay.
So very mood based, and I like
Is
a lot
it
of
Claude Debussy?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, him, Prince, Frank,
Debussy.
Mike.
The man look. Hey, you know what he look like? Who does he look like, Dave? Monsieur Candy.
Yeah.
from
He looked like
Django.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Young niggas, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's Django. Okay. The best
Candyland.
Candyland. Monsieur Candy.
Yo.
Not around my niggas, you can't.
Yeah, you got to put that up on the screen, Dave.
Claude Debussy.
One of my favorites.
Who's that on that damn man?
In that instance.
He's a French composer. Let him finish. All right. So Prince,
Prince,
MJ,
Michael,
Claude.
Frank, and last guy, artist right now, because it's hard.
It's not right now. It's just favorites. You have
Favorites.
a lot. Just 5 that you can name.
And then my 5th probably would be like, you know what? Party Next Door is really good. A lot of his, like even his leaks are really good. Party has some dope stuff.
Okay. And Party Next Door.
But that's like 5 out of like 500. Because I swear I could give you a list right now. Like
I'll accept that. I'll just move on to producers.
That's a little harder. But okay. Well, Pharrell and Timbaland have always been on my top 5 just because they actually made a sound you can remember. Like distinctly, people make type beats of them even when they're not trying to, which is great. But outside of them, you also have really good vocal producers and producers that aren't just on production but vocals.
Fauntleroy.
Huh?
Fauntleroy.
Yeah, he's a good. I'm sorry, I didn't hear your name.
When you said
but
vocal
yeah.
producer,
Yeah,
I was
he's
just
a
giving
good
an example of
Fauntleroy, because he made so many of Rihanna's songs. Not made, but like he was a part of, and that I already know he had a creative hand in that. But yeah, Fauntleroy is great. Who I want to say it's not Teddy Riley, Dark Child.
Nah.
great. Great.
Yeah, he's really great. Who else?
Okay, so yeah, you do your work. You do your own work.
Not Teddy Riley. What is his Babyface?
Okay.
Yeah, because even him, because he was working with Frank, and then I realized that, and then I realized how many other people he worked with.
I mean, everyone.
Which is literally. So I'm like, damn, I know he got
Babyface is a rite of passage, and he's probably one of the best R&B producers of all time. Probably the best R&B songwriter of all time.
I don't know when I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna get there. But anyway, outside of them,
and then I think you got 2 more.
2 more. So outside of them, I love modern producers. I think it's hard to know who's doing what sometimes. Like, ironically, even though he's not a modern producer, but he is a producer. Tame Impala is a good producer, bro. He's a good producer.
Who?
Tame Impala. He's an artist in his own right, but I just like that his work in hip hop gives you something new. Like he's not just trying to emulate them, you know. Like he did, what is it called? Skeletons with Travis Scott, and nigga, that shit is. Travis Scott doesn't have another song like that, which is great because you know you got more shit, more like James Blake. I think is also probably on my favorite list of producers because of his work in hip hop.
Tame Impala. Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So like Tame Impala and James Blake, I know these are really out of the way names, but they all have a distinct style that you can hear in a lot of popular hip hop, and I love that their crossover isn't just mimicry, like it's actually giving something new.
No, I'm learning. That's the whole point is to learn about you, and you are just not. You have so many different dimensions and layers.
Yeah.
So and you do your research. You were really really young, but you're extremely knowledgeable in the music thing. Of course, we talked about you being a scientist already. So,
man, but I'm still learning though. That'd be the thing. Like,
and you are eager to learn. So the last one,
what's up?
Albums.
Favorite albums?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of already cheated because we talked about the album your first album, but favorite albums of all time.
Of all time, that's way too hard. So I'm gonna just do favorite albums of right now. Right now, there's a project by a Japanese artist from the 1960s called Dozha Marita, and she basically did alternative folk music a lot before like you had the American version of it, like Bon Iver and stuff like that. But I love her string work and her approach to making songs. But the album is called, I believe, either Wolf Boy or A Boy, and you can look it up whenever you wish. But it's a good listen, even if you don't understand the lyrics, because you can just close your eyes and be there. Okay. And I love music that does that. But my next favorite would probably be, it's hard, but like I think Frank Blonde is my favorite because I like that. I like just how expression it is, like how much expression is in it, and I like that even if it's weird on the surface, because of its dimensions, you can't really disrespect it as an album, even if you don't rock with it. And I love music like that. Like that's what I feel like Prince. A lot of people may not rock with him like that, but you can't disrespect his art and his craft. Excuse me.
I'm glad you said that was one of your favorite artists, because I got a special gift for you. Normally, when people come on the show, I usually have like something to drink specifically, or something to partake of in the lungs. You feel me? Okay. But I know that you live a pretty clean lifestyle. You don't really do all that. So what I have for you today is a unreleased, unheard song from Prince.
What? For real?
Yeah. Talked to his producer today, Chris Moon. Shout out Chris Moon. Moon gave me permission to play it, so I'm gonna play that for you. Can't play it on here because the song is unreleased and it's up for grabs at the moment as well. But and hopefully I'll get a chance to introduce you to him too at some point. But that's my gift to you.
Okay, so
hop off the air.
Thank you.
3 more albums.
Oh, 3?
Because you are already kind of blowing my album.
Holy
You're blowing my mind right now.
Wait. Okay, so there's a lot. Fuck. I would have to go with
just the surface, baby.
Surface.
Stick to the surface.
Look, all right. So look, I'm gonna give you a rundown. So
your favorite albums of all time.
I gave you R&B. I gave you folk. Trap wise, I love Travis Scott's Rodeo. I feel like that album is, I don't want to say his best, but it has the most energy.
Better than Astroworld?
I don't want to say better than Astroworld, but I feel like he was more hungry there. Like nigga,
hungry.
He was he wasn't playing about making niggas hear his shit, you know? And even though I would put Kanye in his place, I just like that there was a new artist after Kanye that gave you that same
and better than Utopia.
Energy.
You got the lead song on Utopia.
Rodeo, I feel like Rodeo was the antithesis of Travis Scott. Like even if it wasn't his best work, it was "This Is Me" type of thing, right?
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you, man.
But look, like,
I love Rodeo too, but it's very hard to go through Travis Scott's discography and pick a favorite. Really.
When I hear Rodeo though, I just hear a hungry Travis, and I hear a Travis that really, I don't want to say he's really saying something, because he's always saying something, but he really had something to prove, and I think you could feel that. But outside of that,
so we did R&B.
R&B.
We did
trap,
trap,
and we did folk. 2 more. So like, I've really been getting into it more, but it's weird because you probably would never guess this, but All Eyes on Me is one of my favorites now.
Hey,
With Pac, and not only because it's Pac.
This one, this two, both of them.
But like, I don't. It's hard because I kind of already listen to everything by Pac, so I'm like, shit. I mean, you pick one. Like, I'm gonna listen to both. But anyway, the craziest thing happened though. When I was in Peru, I realized because I was talking to one of my aunties and she told me, you're related, right? And I'm like, what? You're lying. Why you lying to me like that? She's like, no, nigga. I'm like, my sister is his mother. And I'm like, for real? So she had told me the whole story of Tupac. And then I didn't even know he originally lived in like New York and Baltimore. And then that like put it all together in my eyes. Cause I'm like, I get it, and even with like the, when she was talking about the origin of the name of Tupac Shakur and how even, that Tupac Amaru is where that came from, the Peruvian warrior. Cause there was a historian that was with us on our trip to the wedding. Fortunately. So they were both, him and my aunt was conversing about that story because he happened to be doing research on Tupac Amaru, and even Tupac Amaru's linked to even having a female strategist because he was a warrior and he was a leader. But just even that kind of almost foreshadowing what became the brand of Tupac.
Right.
And being like a leader, but also having this sensual side, and it's so crazy that they
nobody ain't never known that. That's an exclusive. This man is related to Tupac.
Yeah, but that's not something I say to people because it's
like,
like, nigga, I'm not trying to get brownie points for that. Like, that just feels fucked up. But it was something that made me feel closer to that music because I realized there's way deeper than just how I see other people enjoy it.
And you really enjoy it as well.
Yeah.
So All Eyes on Me. Give me one more.
Okay, and then the last one. I gotta go with a classic though. I would say Prince, but I won't lie to you. Michael Jackson's I don't want to say Bad because Bad is its own thing and it's really great. But I low key love. Fuck, what is it called?
Is it Moonwalker?
No.
That was the game. I'm tripping.
His biggest album.
I'm tripping.
Is his
Thriller?
Yes, Thriller. Thriller is because I feel like that's the best.
It's Thriller, man.
It's Thriller. Like it's the best pop album ever made, ever.
The sound of the album is just still incredible. Just the way the sounds jump out at you.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
And I love that MJ, despite being who he was, still had a knack for including really, really complex arrangements without you hearing it because they didn't clash. And I know it's also partly due to all of the people like fucking like Bruce Swedeen mixing, and then you had like other people on the arrangement.
I'm gonna tell you right now, the only thing, the difference between then and now is the loudness war. That's the only thing. We've lost dynamic range. That's the only reason that you can. The reason you can hear the subtleties. It's just like an orchestra. Think about how many different pieces of instruments are in an orchestra, but you can hear them all separately.
Yeah,
that's because most orchestral music is not played above like a negative 14 dB. RMS.
So you think we're smashing our mixes?
I mean, we are. I mean, that's the thing. It started with rock and roll. They started doing it, and then EDM took over, and then now we've been competing with it all the way around. So it's just because of that, there's no dynamic range, so you can't understand the subtleties. Yeah. Instead of all you have is panning right now. You got panning. You got a panning and.
Excuse me. Yeah, but look though, I'll say
what
for
else
me.
You got, buddy?
Verify.
Verify.
Something I've been doing though recently with my mixes and just trying stuff out is Adobe Atmos has been cool. Mm-hmm. Like trying the mix in 5.1, and also okay.
How are you doing? How are you listening to them? What did you arrange to allow yourself to do the Dolby?
So you can do it with headphones, but you have to. I know it's not the same as an actual setup.
You need a setup, buddy.
But what I do like is even because most people don't have that, so like most people won't hear.
Yeah, they won't. No, they won't. I just thought if you gonna dive in it, buddy. I'm gonna
dive in it, but I think my thing with that type of mixing was the fact that I was able to do more storytelling with panning. Like I do a lot of Foley work and a lot of sound design work, but when I would do scoring, I would just pan shit left to right, and I would still have to find a way to use like reverb or filtering to increase the amount of depth or where things are placed. But with Atmos, it would make it a little easier
to find places.
Yeah,
to
find place and let it move around.
Yeah.
So let it kind of move around the ears easier and stuff. But outside of that, man, I think I'm getting better at mixing it because I have too many layers. Like if one of my sessions, 300 tracks.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like
of
the
tracks,
mixer
man.
is maxed. Like with buses. So a lot of the times, and especially my rock shit, because I do a lot, it's like, yeah, I definitely have to mix really, really, really keenly, or I have to take a break, come back, and turn everything down. I'll turn the whole master down, not the master, but everything, all the mixers and everything down, just so I can hear the subtle things more, and then like slightly bring up stuff.
Yeah,
And
that's the key.
tedious.
It's just, if you don't have room, you don't have room, man. That's just kind of what it is. Sometimes that's where they come with the simplistic. It's just you never think it's enough, but usually it's too much.
Yeah, but that's why I like doing both. You got your maximalist versions. I got my simple songs. I got everything. So it just is like, why compromise when you can do it all?
I feel you.
Could you give me a rock and roll influence? I know.
Oh, no, that's fun.
Just
Prince don't count.
a guy.
Prince don't count.
Nah, I got.
Prince is not rock and roll.
In the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Oh,
Don't do that.
got it.
Okay.
Outkast is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Okay, they've done rock and roll songs.
Salt and Pepper is in the Hall of Fame.
They've also done a rock and roll song.
No, but they're not rock and roll. So
See what I mean? See what I mean? See what I mean?
Just
See what I
because you're in
mean?
the
See what
Rock
I
and Roll Hall
mean?
of Fame-
You see what I mean? No.
So look. Okay.
Being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame doesn't.
It adds to the list. He's an R&B artist, a star, a rock and roll star, a rap star. They could be all three.
Fuck it. Yeah. But look,
Can you give me a rock?
I can give you a rock
influence?
influence. So look, my favorite rock influences are Radiohead, Deftones, Pink Floyd, and the Beatles as well. But I think I really like that period of time where psychedelic rock really got its footing, because that's when people were experimenting the most, like
Pink
King
Floyd.
Crimson, Pink Floyd, and like even other bands like the Arctic Monkeys were really good when they kind of came out in the 90s. And then other than that, like Deftones really they are the sound of alternative rock and the kind of rock sound that a lot of people like the most. But even outside of that, like there's also a lot of underrated picks in rock that I consider rock, even if they're like more alternative or pop. Like Elliott Smith, I think actually made a lot of rock inspired folk music. And he's someone that I really like as well, his music. But other than that, the main influences are definitely Deftones, Radiohead, King Crimson, Pink Floyd, Arctic Monkeys, and if I just put in a bonus, Paramore, because Paramore, she has like one of the best pop
Voices.
rock voices,
Of all time. I mean,
like
they're
she can just do it all, type thing. So,
bruh, you like got so many layers, like, and you really, really know your shit. So it's very,
man.
it's just.
You can ask me any genre.
We could just talk forever, and we don't have all that time. So I'm just gonna go to
good.
another difficult question.
What's up?
What would you be doing if you ain't do music?
I think I'd always be doing art, but I can pivot to any art, like any art medium.
Specific, please.
Specifically, if I wasn't doing music, I think I'd be doing film, because I love film. I love cinema. I love all of my favorite filmmakers like Stanley Kubrick and even Christopher Nolan, and then like Warkon Wai. They're all very stylistic in their presentation, but they always tell a story in between that. And then like their script writing is really good, so they don't need to explain the story to you for you to feel it. And I love a lot of their stories. And that's like, it would, even if I wasn't doing the films themselves, I might be acting, or I might be trying to participate in some sort of creative direction. For even like A24 movies are really great. Like a lot of their movies are really good, especially with, and these are my favorite actors that do a lot of alternative stuff. But like Anya Taylor-Joy, or Anya Joy Taylor, she's really great because they finally shine that light on a lot of folk-inspired movies that tell of these kind of grim times without romanticizing it. Like Witches, it's an A24 movie with Anya Taylor in it, but you wouldn't really understand the plot on the first watch. But when you rewatch it and you start understanding the biblical nuances of everything, and then you see the story for what it is, it makes you enjoy it more. But I don't just do avant-garde shit too though. I probably, if I wasn't doing movies, I'd probably be doing traditional visual art, like Basquiat shit. But maybe if I wasn't doing, I think I wouldn't be doing just art like paintings. I feel like I'd probably either be doing performance art, or I'd probably go into fashion. I love fashion, and especially Japanese fashion.
That's dope, brother.
Yeah.
Like, god damn.
Or European.
Saying witches. Okay, so but
What's up?
recreational.
What's up?
What are other hobbies or other things, non-creative, well, I guess, that you are into? Like, when you're not making beats, when you're not watching movies,
Yeah.
what does ZenTachi do to unwind and relax?
I got a lot of things, but I think my favorite is I love making fragrances and I love making clothes.
God,
Both of those are like my favorite
who
things.
would have known that you make fragrances? Like,
I mean, but I love, because I study fragrances too. Like, for instance,
I knew.
I mean, of course, but I've had this obsession for years with rose and oud, specifically saffron and oud. And a lot of people wear, like, for instance, they'll wear Baccarat by fucking Mason Francis Kirk Jean, but they won't look at like oud santal or oud satin mood. And those are equally good fragrances with oud, and I feel like they're even more mystical. But people like their fresh shit. But I mean, I like Santal 13 as well. That's cool. I like just mixing and doing my own mixing, and just because I want to eventually add that to the list of products I can give to people. But yeah, I love making fragrances. What else? Clothes.
So right now he making beats, but pretty soon he gonna be making cologne and different fragrances. He's gonna be getting
diluting,
getting in the chemist lab and mixing it up.
Do perfume, like real perfume. Like,
oh my
I don't even care if you think it's feminine. That shit is nice. But outside of that, yeah, I love making clothes as well. I wanted to do a collection, but I wanted to wait until I really had the budget for it. So I've been making my own prototypes of different things.
Did you make this what you got on?
No, so I didn't make anything. Well, okay, so no.
What that is, red and green?
What?
Was that orange? What that?
No, it's just
No, I'm saying, what color?
red.
Okay, I'm slightly colorblind.
Nah,
It look almost like some Rattler colors for a second.
I haven't worn anything that I made today, just to keep it chill. But I do make a lot of stuff. Like, I think I have on my page actually where I did an interview with somebody in these pants that I had made, and I mean, I make a lot. So I think my next venture with that though is that I want to get into more high fashion, and not just high fashion like high brand, but high artistic value. Like, I love fabric manipulation. I love when high fashion artists and fashion designers actually put it to the work. Like, and I love when people actually, you can wear shit off the runway. I hate seeing super cool shit on the runway and then I see everybody. It's like I'm not saying like, because not everybody has the budget for that, but it's like when you see a fucking Koenigsegg, but then Koenigsegg, their biggest car is like their standard edition. You know what I mean?
R.
Huh?
The Agera R.
Yeah, like, yo, I be seeing the most beautiful, intricately built cars, but nobody feel like they. I don't see nobody really rocking it. And I know,
Well, I mean, they're expensive as hell.
I know, but I'm in an ideal
about
world.
a milli, the car is a couple milli. Actually, I think what Koenigsegg start off at like
But
$5.
look, cars is not the point
about.
though.
Sheesh.
Cars is not the point though. My point though is just sometimes, like in high fashion, the look of something on the runway doesn't always provide what the actual drop is.
Got you.
So I love when high fashion meets actual usability. Like, that's my favorite thing. But outside of that, because that's still a creative shit, regular down to earth stuff. I love going to movies, like I said. Love being in nature, like regular shit. I love gaming, especially horror games. Like, I'm even going back now to actually play the Silent Hill game, because I used to just watch my favorite YouTubers play it, like Berleezy and fucking Corey and shit. But now I can act, because I got a P5 and GTA 6 about to come out one of these days or years or something like that. And I got it just to make sure I wasn't out of the loop of that. Cause I'm not letting niggas like, you don't got DJ. Nigga, he not that. So,
oh my god,
yeah, I do a little competitive gaming here and there. I be on Apex sometimes. I can't get on Call of Duty or Fortnite. Y'all niggas have me beat. I wave my white flag. I would have to put in too much time to be even decent at that shit. So, yeah.
So what is on the bucket list for artists for
artists?
ZenTachi? If there were 3 artists that you could work with,
Okay.
dead or alive, I'll just just to make it interesting.
Okay.
Who's on the bucket list?
All right, so well, obviously Michael Jackson is first, but not Michael Jackson with his team. I would want Michael Jackson on my production, because imagine Michael on 808s, nigga. Like, imagine if Michael had 808s and Heartbreak. Yo! Like, nigga, that would be, I'm sorry. I know I'm screaming.
I don't know how I would like it. I don't know if I would like it.
I feel like MJ had, I feel like MJ had.
I ain't like it when Kanye did it, so I don't know if I like it if Michael
I
did.
think MJ had way more range than what he allowed for his songs, and I would have loved to see a more conversational style. But anyway, outside of that, like, artists now that I would love to work with, of course Frank, but it's kind of weird because I wouldn't want to just work with them, like give them a song or just work on their song. I would want it to be collaborative because I would want to bring them into my world. So, like, for instance, Frank, he's done orchestrative stuff before, but I haven't seen him do a ballad, or I haven't seen him really do a beat. Like, I haven't seen him, on a Don Toliver type of thing, or any sort of fast production with melody. So, like, I would love to bring different artists into different lanes. Like Beyonce, for instance, she has a beautiful voice, and I would love to see her. She's done almost everything, but I would love to see her on some more experimental stuff where she used her voice like a texture more often, because she can do it. Like, I've heard so much.
Beyonce on a ZenTachi beat.
Man, like, you good. Like, yeah, that would be probably my biggest accomplishment.
Just bucket list. It's just
on the bucket list. Yeah. Like,
you know what I'm saying? These are fantasies, but it's also things that we're going to manifest, because it's very, very well possible that you'll be working with Frank Ocean, Beyonce, or
okay, let's do another
MJ clone.
Not an MJ clone. Nah,
AI MJ.
That's crazy. But no, don't do that. You can't. Don't, please. But nah, like on the third on the list, like today though, ironically, I kind of like some of the not ironically, because they're good, like country artists. But what is his name? It's not Morgan Wallen. It's not Post Malone. It's dang, I forgot his name, but he's a really good country artist.
Chris Stapleton?
No, it's something like Brian, I think. No, not Brian. I forgot his name, because I would probably say the wrong name anyway. But I did want to work with some country artists. I thought that would be dope.
We'll just say the genre of country.
Yeah.
And ZenTachi.
Yeah, that would be dope. Like, even folk and country. Like, think if Bon Iver was a country singer, but he actually had 808s under his shit. I don't know.
You got to bring the 808s?
Because look, 808s don't always have to be obnoxious. Like, I've noticed whenever I make my own and make them from scratch, you can make them way more ambient, and that'd be my favorite thing about production, is that I don't stop at just putting drums on stuff, excuse me. Like, and that's been my biggest kind of hurdle this year, has been how can I make the drums as ambient or as surreal as the music? Because sometimes I don't want my drums to feel like drums. Like, I don't want my drums to feel like, oh, there's an 808, there's a kick, there's a snare. I want them to damn near feel as fluid as the sounds and the pads and stuff. And I'm still learning how to do that without it losing momentum. But that's why I kind of really have a reverence for certain genres like 2012 Toronto music, because they find a way to use really sparse production and have a very ambient sound without it losing momentum. So, like, I'm still kind of figuring that out for myself. But that's always something I wanted to try, is kind of bridging that gap between my melodic brain and my bounce brain, because they both have way different criteria for what they want to hear. Type.
Sir, you got like 7 different brains up there. I ain't on front. You got like a brain in the mainframe. He got a brain in the mainframe, and
like
we're gonna get him a server.
Bro.
And we're gonna get him a server.
Well, I need a server.
Yeah, definitely.
That is.
Oh, yeah, man, ZenTachi. I've learned so much, and we've had these kind of conversations almost once a month.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, just peeling the onion back is just layers and layers, and it's all so dynamic and rich and pure and unconventional. And I think that's what makes you special.
Thank you.
Because you just are so eager to explore and experiment and just go to the next level. Or not even the next level, discover another level.
Yeah.
And I think that's why you're only like even scratching the surface right now as a creative. But just learning that you make fragrances, you're into avant-garde clothing, you're into just very classic cinema and classical music.
Yeah.
Like, again, brother,
Everything.
like, and you just take it to, you know what I'm saying, well, as Buzz Lightyear would say, infinity
And beyond.
and beyond, sir. So, you know what I'm saying, bravo.
Thank you.
My final question for you today, and I can't wait for part 2 because I'm gonna get you next time.
Yeah.
We just gonna get ratchet. Next time I'm just ask you a whole bunch of like crazy ratchet questions.
Hey, man.
But
Come on with it.
my final question for you:
Yeah.
what would you tell 14-year-old ZenTachi? What advice would you have for 14-year-old ZenTachi pre-box, pre the box?
Okay. Don't sign no contracts. Don't agree to anything without your dad in front of you or a manager. Ask Mr. Poe to manage you. And believe in yourself, because honestly, you probably are better than most of the people you're around, but not in like an egotistical way. Just in a way of like, know that even when niggas, because a lot of niggas talk shit. A lot of niggas was like, nah, nigga, you're not, you're not that good. So I would tell him like, y'all, like, nigga, do the shit. Because when you get there and niggas is looking at you like, oh, that was Zen? Yeah, they not even gonna recognize it. They're not even gonna know that was you, because they didn't know what they was even looking at. So yeah, just keep working.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Don't sign nothing.
Don't sign nothing.
Don't
sign
say-
shit.
Like, don't make no strong agreements unless
Don't say yes to shit.
you happy with everything that they doing for you.
Unless you know what they're doing for
Fuck
you.
a happy.
Because happy don't even mean
You
shit. 'Cause
feel
you can
me?
be happy and not know what the fuck
You
going
can be
on.
happy and fucked over.
Exactly.
No. Nah.
No, sir.
As long as you're
Because they gonna make you feel good. They gonna make you think you making the right decisions.
For sure.
All of them.
For sure.
And the whole time they you
Oh,
back,
yeah.
stab.
Gotcha.
Did it stop filming? Damn.
I guess it did.
Oh shit. It ran out of space.
Oh shit. Don't tell me it ended early.
Nah, we good.
Good,
So,
good.
but that was very interesting, sir.
Yeah.
And that was good advice. I actually was setting y'all up for the when I said they make you happy, because I was setting y'all up for the to finish that one off.
Of
But
course.
again, brother, like, sky's the limit.
Yes, sir.
You only scratching the surface, and there's plenty more that you're gonna learn, and there's plenty more that we can learn from you. It's been an absolute pleasure to see your development. I mean, when I first met you, you was down there like 4 foot tall. You're not that much taller now, but goddamn, but you know, but the intellect, man, and just, and again, the way that you stretch the skill.
Yeah.
I can't really compare it to anything. I can't really compare you to anybody. I'm
Thank
saying
you,
you
man.
are just a prodigy to the 10th degree.
Thank you.
And again, I'm just very honored to not only be able to watch you up close work, but have these kind of conversations.
Yeah.
And if you take anything away from the conversations that we had and that we will have,
Yeah.
I'm happy. And
Nah, I appreciate that.
and I can't wait to see the artists, ZenTachi.
Yeah.
Like you, as I compared you once to Michael Jackson 5 Michael, as far as your style. But yeah, I don't even think you fully developed in that way yet. But
Oh man, wait till you hear. Yeah. Sorry.
but I know that you got some surprises up your sleeve.
I do.
So if y'all don't know a little bit more now, but y'all gonna know a whole lot more, because this guy's only 19 years old and he's talking like this, man. He's definitely a genius, definitely a prodigy. And again, be on the lookout, man, for the great ZenTachi.
Thank you. I appreciate
Shout
you,
out to Janice.
Yes,
Shout out
sir.
to Mr. Poe.
She gave you a shout out too. I was on live. I told her that we was interviewing you. Yeah, she was.
Shout out to the illustrators. Shout out to 30 Rock. Shout out to Roddy Rich. Shout out to
Hey, Roddy.
Kanye and
Yeah.
Travis and Keem and Frank Ocean and
Everybody.
everybody,
I see
man.
y'all at the Grammys. Type shit. I see y'all at the Grammys. Type shit.
Definitely. Anybody I'm missing?
Oh, Prince, MJ. I appreciate both of y'all. Y'all are blessed. I hope y'all are great in heaven. I hope I hope niggas know how great y'all were on earth.
For sure that.
Yeah.
Anybody I'm missing? As far as from where you stand, Deceptacon. Don't do it.
Nah.
All right. Well, with that being said, man, it's been another great episode of the Word on the Net podcast. Make sure you follow, you like, and subscribe. Follow ZenTachi at ZenTachi. You know what I'm saying? Hachi Tachi.
ZenTachi.
ZenTachi. Now, we're going to have
and
everything.
some underscores or something in there.
Yeah,
ZenTachi.
We gonna have, it's all on the
underscore.
screen. It's
Yes,
all
sir.
in the description.
Yes,
Plenty more. What you got coming this year? Can you, what you got?
So this year, more placements, people coming down the pipeline. And this year has been the artist year. I didn't actually tell y'all, but I do have an artist name, and it's Akira with a Q. And, you know, it definitely has been a big year for me because I've moved leaps and bounds as far as like what I thought I could do. So this year, definitely, I've even performed already, which is kind of crazy because I just started, but just doing it, you know. So definitely,
Yeah,
big
you ain't
things with
invite
that.
us to perform.
Man, it was like my first performance, bro. Come on, let's not. It wasn't even.
I want to say that I'm a very busy person.
Yeah, bro.
I missed opportunities on giving you help.
Yeah.
And I'm not too happy with that.
It's all good,
But
man. It'd be
I
like that.
do really appreciate your humbleness. I appreciate your patience. And I just appreciate the knowledge, you know what I'm saying? Even though I'm saying if I am about 20 years older than you, but the knowledge is still profound.
Man, it's
For lack
transaction.
of better words. So that's all I got, man. But I will have more. The next time we're gonna get more ratchet, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you some of these
Say what you
questions
will,
about
bro.
some of these artists, you know what I'm saying? And some of
Yeah,
these
he let you off easy.
and
It's
some of these
okay.
I'm
studio
saying.
sessions.
I had warned him too, and you just disappointed.
I'm like, damn, let me get some. I don't say that. He asked me some good questions. You ain't say
It
nothing.
wasn't the scary ones.
Okay, but like, what can you ask me
Are you
that's
single?
really scary? Yeah.
Are you Nah, we ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. I was just saying, I was gonna ask you your type and all that good stuff or whatever, but hey,
Save it for part 2.
part 2.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, go turn out DC, man, and then LA, man, and then we coming out there to LA to do the part 2, man.
You know,
So,
hot as hell, but it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna figure it out.
but it's the Word on the Net podcast, man. On behalf of DJ Deceptacon,
Yes, sir.
Here.
ZenTachi,
Yes, sir.
and I'm Dame Dozha. I appreciate y'all, man. We'll see y'all next time. We out.